mentioned that when you talk about autism, you prefer to only talk about it in a positive light. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but tell us what your feeling is on that and why.
I believe that um, autism should be to some degree celebrated because I think when you go through history, a lot of the great minds, evidence is suggesting that they were autistic or were on the spectrum. So I think that a unique perspective on the world should be celebrated, not made to seem bad or wrong. So I think it should anything unique or new should be celebrated and embraced and learned about and accepted. And also, I think autism is such a big subject. I mean, it is the most complicated condition going because for every person it's different. So whenever you discuss something difficult to explain, difficult to understand, and that's just in general, you should be positive about it and not negative because it puts people off learning about it and wanting to understand it. And I'm not afraid at all in the slightest to say the bad bits, to show you the bad bits, to tell you about it. But when I do it, it's basically a second. I literally will go, this is the bad bit. Now, here's half an hour of what's good about autism and why and positive. That's very much what I'm about. And in fact, if I share something negative on my Facebook page or talk about something negative, I actually apologise because I don't think it's right. I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
And and I so appreciate that. And so let's celebrate autism right now. We tell us three things that for you are awesome and fabulous about autism.
The best thing is that I cannot be guilt tripped. So if people want me to do something just to make them happy, I'm actually completely invincible to it. You can't guilt trip me. I can't feel. I mean, if someone goes to me, please do it. You'll make me so happy, and I go, no, I don't want to do it. If I don't want, if I will only do something if I feel if it's important. If it's only sometimes, and it sounds selfish, but it's how it is. And I know you might think that's not awesome, but actually it's really good because some people can be manipulative that way and not very nice, and I see right through it because I don't get that. I lack empathy, so some things like that I can see right through. Also, I have this amazing ability to say exactly what I'm thinking to the point that it's so simple and it's bare blunt that it gets the point across every time. I don't really, I'm happy to say whatever I'm thinking. I don't feel guilty about what I think because I don't get how people can be upset sometimes when you say the truth. And I think I genuinely believe that I will only take in information if it's worthwhile. And that's what my brain is like. If it's not useful information to me or to what I'm doing or to what I need, the brain will not take it in. And sometimes I think that's actually quite useful because you're not afraid to say no to things. And that's what it feels like for me at the moment. It's this fearless ability. It's almost like I feel like now that I'm not afraid. It's difficult to explain, but that's how it is for me right now. Does that make sense to you?
Well, I think that sounds lovely. It makes sense to me as much as I can understand it because my world is all about being guilt tripped. and I have to say to you, Tom, I don't think it's about being selfish. I think it's about being self-full. And I think that more of us need to have those kinds of boundaries to say, no, this isn't good for me. I'm not going to do this. So I do think that that is to be celebrated.